Y'all, I'm having a crackhead moment right now. I don't want to be accountable. I don't want to have goals. I don't want to have standards. I don't want to have morals. You think it's funny until I freaking start passing out and itching and stuff. She gonna give me a piece of egg. I just have to tell y'all the temptations I face on the daily. Y'all saw my friends sitting up there making fun of me, acting as if I was tripping, but baby, they don't understand. I was having withdrawals. If that's one thing Mackenzie gonna do, is she gonna cave. If she want a Snicker, she gonna get a Snicker. And then she might cry about it later, but she gonna get a Snicker. Whenever you want to derail from your plan, remember who created it. Who created it being that higher version of yourself. I'm trying to change my life, and there are just certain things that are a trigger for me. There are certain things that I'm trying to move away from. I know all the things, but I simply choose not to do them. That's not on God. That's 1000% on me. I'm having a crackhead moment right now. I need to talk through my moments. Y'all, I'm having a crackhead moment right now, and I really just wanted to come and talk to you guys about this because I'm like losing my mind. It is 9:19, and y'all want to know what I want? Pizza. Pizza. I want pizza with ranch, and they won't let me get it because I hired them to keep me accountable. I don't want to be accountable. I don't want to have goals. I don't want to have standards. I don't want to have morals. I don't want to have anything. I want pizza so bad. I'm just going to come and talk to you guys about my cravings, and hopefully you can help me through this. I'm going to check back in with y'all, and hopefully I'm not so crackheadish. All right, bye.
Think about them strawberries, the juicy strawberries.
And green peppers. And absolutely no ranch. Mayo only.
Ooh.
The way they're pissing me off right now is beyond anything I've ever experienced.
You ain't about to get it.
Y'all want to see how she tried me? This is what this lady decides to do to me when she know I'm having a moment. So she think this is funny because I'm having withdrawals, and she think this is funny. She think this a joke. She think it's a game. Yeah, alright. Gonna tell me the only way I can have pizza is if I put some freaking pineapples and strawberries on it and no ranch. Excuse. I would show y'all her, but she told me she don't want to go on the tube of the U, so she's not gonna be in it. But just know, we is all giving her the bombastic side eye. Okay? Bombastic side eye. She think it's funny until I freaking start passing out and itching and stuff. She gonna give me a piece of egg. Let's drink some water, guys. I'm gonna start coming on here to talk about my cravings because I can't make it. I just, you know. Y'all don't understand my struggle. They think I'm crazy. Listen, I've been eating fast food for months. Y'all, so I just realized and remembered that I randomly bought a lean cuisine pizza. The Lord be knowing. He knows before we know what's about to take place. And I had just bought a lean cuisine pepperoni pizza this weekend, and it's like 400 calories. Let me tell you something. That's gonna be my dinner, and y'all gonna see it. Now, I just have to tell y'all the temptations I face on the daily. Y'all see, those is my favorites right there, and look at them just staring at me. And then look, these standing. Look at them, just look at them. All that I deal with, and I'm just trying to be a healthy little petite little crow. Y'all, I just realized I never came back to check in with you about like how my day ended up going and how it all went. So here we go. I just now ended my workout, so if you want to see this workout, make sure that you check out my weekly weigh-in vlog that I post on Sunday. If you're new here, I do weekly weigh-ins, and the weigh-in that I'm uploading on Sunday, I think will be, it's been so many, either weigh-in 16 or weigh-in number 17, and basically it's a weekly compilation of mini vlogs. I show you what I eat. Sometimes I show you my workouts. Not sometimes, I'll always show you a workout, at least upper body and lower body, and then we weigh in. And it's very transparent, real and raw. You see my body and everything. I don't be wanting to show it, but it's like, who gonna check me? This is my life. This is who I am. It is what it is. So y'all, I'm really proud of myself today. So you guys know that I was craving bright and early some pizza at 9 a.m. And y'all saw My friends sitting up there making fun of me, acting as if I was tripping, but baby, they don't understand. I was having withdrawals. You be having withdrawals when you're trying to do better in this world, okay? And I was real life going through it like a whole crackhead. And then I had to think like, Kenzie, why are the cravings so strong? Like, what is going on? Y'all, I realized that my monthly is coming. It should be coming next week. And baby, when I tell you I was craving everything. First it was the pizza. And then y'all saw in our break room, we have all my favorite things. I love those little nerd clusters. Oh my God, I can eat a whole bowl of those like it was nothing. Reese's, addicted to them. I wanted a Reese's, I wanted a Snicker. Anything you could think of that I shouldn't be having, I wanted it. But I didn't do it, guys. I didn't do it. And it's crazy that I didn't do it because I was on TikTok Live telling them like, y'all know me. Unfortunately, the truth is, if Mackenzie wants something bad or good, Mackenzie gonna get it. Like, Mackenzie caves. If that's one thing Mackenzie gonna do, is she gonna cave. If she want a Snicker, she gonna get a Snicker. And then she might cry about it later, but she gonna get a Snicker. And so, I got here and I realized that, dang, you made it through the day and you didn't like cave in to your cravings or cave in to what you wanted to do, but you stayed true to what you knew you needed to do. And that just really made me proud. And I was trying to like think of like what was different, where did it come from? You know what I mean? And my friend Chelsea, y'all be hearing me talk about her. I'm trying to think. I might put it in here if I can find it again, but she has a video where she talks about self-love. And she was saying how self-love isn't all about giving yourself everything that you want, but it's more so denying yourself of those things that provide you temporary satisfaction. And I really had to think about that. I was like, that's good. Because you would think self-love is just whatever you want, Mackenzie, you can get. But it's like, no. Self-love is taking care of you. Self-love is taking care of your temple, honoring your body, taking care of your mind, taking your vitamins, drinking your water, if you want me to state it and make it plain. And I'm just like, that is so good. And so like today when I was craving like those Nerds, the Snickers, the chips, all the things, right? Oh, hot Cheetos, I was craving that too. When I was craving all those things, I was like, you deserve better. And again, not saying that I'm not ever going to have those things again, because I definitely am, baby. But it's just the fact of like control, self-discipline, all of these things are fruit of the spirit. Like if you gave yourself a plan, I'm gonna need you to stick to that plan because you most likely made this plan when you were in your best state of mind. And that, ooh, y'all gonna get me to preaching. That is one thing I really try to work on. I think it was a podcast that I listened to that was like, whenever you want to derail from your plan, remember who created it. Who created it being that higher version of yourself. When you were your best self, you made this plan because you loved the state that you were in. And then something happened in your day, something happened in your life, and now you want to go back to the old way of doing things because you feel like that will bring you comfort. It may bring you comfort in the moment, but I bet you that night that you're going to lay down, you're going to say, why did I do that? I could have done better. Because I don't know if y'all are like me. I would do that. Like, I would usually think like self-love is just, I deserve it. I give myself anything that I want. That's what I deserve. But it's like, no, self-love is honoring your temple. Self-love is taking care of your body. Self-love is taking care of your mind, your spirit. To make it plain, self-love is drinking your water, taking your vitamins, eating your vegetables, like doing all of the things that you most likely don't want to do. That is what self-love is, because you are taking care of you. Because if you don't take care of you, who else is going to do it? And so I really think that was at the forefront of my mind all day. And I'm just really thankful that she made that video, because that really just made it just really resonated with me. Like, that's what self-love is. And so when I was looking at those Reese's, when I was looking at those nerd clusters, or knowing that you could really leave this building and go get pizza, all I was thinking about was, how are you going to feel when you go home at night and think about your day? Because, you know, I'm sure everyone does it. When you lay down at night, you kind of do like a overview of your day. Like, how was today? How do I feel? I don't know if y'all do, but I do. And every single night when I do that and I know I did wrong, or I messed up, or I didn't stick to the plan, I feel horrible, because I'm like, Mackenzie, you have been doing this for years. And then you sit up there and have the nerve to cry out to God and say, why me? Why aren't you helping? I'm waiting on you to come and help me. And God's like, you're not waiting on me. I'm waiting on you. I've been here. Like, he's already giving you everything that you need to do what you need to do. discipline, self-control, all of that is fruit of the spirit, okay? And it's even crazier because, like, for me to be crying out to God, talking about why me, I'm waiting on you, I know he up there laughing at me. Because it's like, baby, now I know you lying. Because I've lost 60 pounds years ago. I know exactly what to do. I don't want to say I know it all, but I know what to do. I know how to plan it. I know the routine. I know all the things, but I simply choose not to do them. That's not on God. That's 1000% on me. So learning to change my perspective and saying, like, I don't want to say God ain't got nothing to do with it. That's not what I'm saying, but he's definitely already waiting for me. I'm just like, I'm not mentally ready yet. Let me make sure this camera's still recording. Okay, and when I say I'm not mentally ready, what I mean is so many people think that weight loss is a physical journey. Not saying that it's not, but honestly, I feel like the physical aspect of weight loss is like 1%. Because people don't understand that when you go on a weight loss journey, a fitness journey, you are literally changing everything about your being. Like, you are rewiring how you were made. You are rewiring how you think. You are changing your daily routine. You are changing your patterns. Like, everything about who you are altering. And I don't think people understand that it is so much deeper than, I'm just going to choose to eat better foods and it's just going to be that easy. Like, everything changes. Like, for example, the thing that comes to mind, I don't know if this is just like a Black culture thing or what, but it's like, why do we always have to meet up and eat? Like, why is it never, let's go walk the lake, let's go bowling? It's always like, meet me at this restaurant, let's go get dinner, let's go do this. Not saying that's a bad thing, but it's like, why does all communion have to be over food? That is definitely something I'm trying to break. Like, even small things like going to the movies and not feeling conditioned to get snacks. Like, small things like that. Again, I'm derailing. Not saying that's a bad thing, but it's just small things that I want to break. Like, we are so conditioned to do these things, but it's like, that's not benefiting us in any way. Why do we do this? Break it down. Anyway, so I had a friend that wanted to meet up with me, and she was like, hey, let's go grab something to eat and we can talk, catch up, things like that. I don't think I actually told her that I didn't want to meet up to get food because of my food issues. I think I just kind of told her that I wanted to save money. And so she was like, okay, that's fine. We can go to the lake and I'll just cook food and I'll bring it there. And I think it was really at that moment where I was just like, why does everything have to have food involved? And if you're watching this, girl, I love you, no hard feelings at all, but it really just had me break down, like, I really am just gonna have to start telling people, like, I'm trying to change my life, and there are just certain things that are a trigger for me. There are certain things that I'm trying to move away from, and that's just not anything that I wanna do. And that's sometimes like a really weird, odd, I don't wanna say scary conversation to have, because there's so many people that will say, oh, that's not a big deal. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but it's like, yes, it is. Like, I don't know why people don't treat food addiction as if it was any other addiction out there in the world, like alcoholism or addicted to drugs. People don't treat it that way because it's so normalized in America. Ooh, y'all gonna get me ranting. Y'all are gonna get me ranting, y'all. And that's like, that really frustrates me. Like, you talk about food addiction and people will laugh in your face. But then if you're sitting up here being an alcoholic and drugs, oh, baby, let me help you. You don't need to go to the bars. You don't need to go to this. But food addiction, oh, girl, you tripping. Come on, let's go to the restaurant. You're fine. Just pick something else. That's like inviting an alcoholic to the bar and just saying, it's fine, just don't order a drink. Like, calm down. It's not that big of a deal. Taking a crackhead to the block or something, just saying, I mean, you can be around it, just don't do it. You don't have to do it. Like, it's just really not that simple. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know how I got here. But the moral of the story is, like, it really takes changing your entire being, changing your ways. And I just had to realize, like, the Lord isn't waiting, or I'm not waiting on the Lord to move. He's waiting on me to move. I know there was a sermon where he says, God, move your hand and I will move my. I don't know verbatim what it said, but it was something like, I will move my feet so you can move your hand. I feel like so many of us were like, I'm not going to move my feet until I see his hand. And it don't work like that. Like, God wants to see your faith. He wants to see your belief. If you're even going to take a move for him to bless what you're about to do. Y'all about to get me preaching in here, but moral of the story is, I'm just really proud of myself for not caving into my cravings. I'm really just going to take it one day at a time. And yeah, and it's crazy because on Tuesday when I went to Bible study, we had this whole thing where we were like, that old version of ourselves is gone. She is burned away. She is dead. She is never returning. And when I tell you I felt that, I made sure to internalize. I was like, Lord, I receive it, because I don't want to go back to that old way of doing things. Like, I really don't. It's such a hard habit to break, especially when life be lifing. Y'all, you know, people go home and have their glass of wine every single night. People go home and maybe have an edible every night. I will go home and I'll eat. Okay? And I think there was that, y'all, yeah. Anyway, there was a podcast that I listened to, and of course I can't think of the name right now, but it was so good because she was talking about whenever you want to derail from your plan, you need to think about who created that plan. Who created that plan being the higher version of yourself. And so thinking about, okay, Mackenzie, so today you're saying you want to go get Domino's, but you had this plan for yourself. When you created this plan for yourself, you were in your best state of mind. You were feeling like your best self, and you knew that if you stuck to this plan, you would be feeling even better. So when you think about it like that, and you're like, my best self created this plan, and I'm letting life circumstances beat me down to the point where I don't care about that plan anymore. Like, I don't care about being that best version of myself anymore. And it's crazy when you break it down and think like that. Like, why am I letting life punk me like this? Why am I letting life punk me like this? Because the best Mackenzie gave myself a plan that she knew would set me apart, would set me on the right path. But you telling me that work was a little hard today, so you don't want to be the best Mackenzie no more, and you want to go back to the old Mackenzie? Trash. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. But anyway, yeah, back to the church. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be all over the place. Just bear with me. So Mackenzie, the old Mackenzie died. The new Mackenzie is emerging. And it's crazy because I'm just like, dang, I don't know if it's a placebo effect or what, but like something in me feels different. And I don't know if anybody else can relate to what I'm saying, but it's like, have you ever felt like something is different, but I don't know what it is? And I don't want to speak on it too much because what if it ain't what I think it is? Y'all following me? I digress. But yeah, I don't know how we got here. We've talked about a lot. Just so food addiction is real. And anybody out there that struggles with binge eating, emotional eating, all of those things, like, I see you. I think so many people, they'll see my body and they'll see my weight, they see how I look, and they just completely disregard the fact that I tell them I have issues with food, I binge eat and everything. They're like, girl, you're fine. But I'm like, you don't understand the boundaries that I be crossing with myself that really just tears me up on the inside, okay? Like, there have literally been times, y'all, if I'm to be transparent, there have literally been times where I was in the McDonald's drive-thru crying as I was placing an order because I knew I shouldn't have been there. Like, why are you here? You are not even hungry, and you're sitting up here ordering a 20-piece nugget meal with a large fry and a large Dr. Pepper. But, y'all, I might make a part 2 of this video. I don't know. This is just me rambling. This is just thoughts that be on my head. But anyway, y'all, I need to get up out of here. It's already 8 o'clock, and I know my kids is at home, and they trying to figure out where's my mom. So, I love you guys so much. Oh, this is my water. Let's chug it. Let's chug it. Cheers. I love you guys so much, and we in this together. I didn't know I had that much left. Hold on. Whew. That was a lot. I really sat up here and talked to y'all like this. I don't know what be on my heart. When I tell you, I just be flowing. That be the Lord. Like, somebody need to hear it. Somebody need to hear it. And I was talking to, there's a Zumba instructor that teaches up here. And she was saying how she has so many videos, but she's scared to post them because she doesn't want to be judged. She doesn't feel like they're good enough and all these things. And it's crazy, and I'm so grateful that I feel like I'm really at a place where I'm like, anyway, I feel like I'm really at a place where, like, of course, there's probably things that can be said that would hurt my feelings, but not to the point of, like, me just crawling into my cave and crying and getting depressed about it or anything like that. I really feel like I'm finding myself, and I'm so secure in myself to where I'm like, there's nothing you can tell me about myself. There's nothing you can say to me to make me feel any kind of way, because at the end of the night, I know my relationship with the Lord. I know who I am. I know my spirit. What is it that you have to say? Okay, cricket. All right, I'm gonna end on this note. Fun fact, y'all. I recorded this video once and I talked for like 15 minutes. I got up and my storage was full and none of it recorded. The devil's trying to keep y'all from getting this, but you're gonna get it anyway because I love y'all so much. Okay, bye!